And as I say, I'll just send you the information pack, and that should be good. Should be very good indeed.
All right, we're loaded in. Are you ready to go, eh?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. It's going to be game 3, and we'll roll the intro. We'll be live in a second. Hello everybody and welcome to Game 3 of today's first series of the semi-finals of the Grand Championship Series. It is going to be a currently 2-0 down Von Ivan, this time playing on the map Faymonville Approach.
Faymonville Approach, a beast of a map. Von Ivan is a beast of a player. But he's not up against a fellow beast. He's up against, quite simply, the best tournament player on paper in Company of Heroes history. I keep touting him as that, but the Portuguese prodigy is simply thus. He's the #1 seed in this tournament for a reason. He's 2-0 up. He's on his historic Wehrmacht faction. Von Ivan, though, is on his very, very strong Soviet faction, and he's going for a Tier 1 based build.
This is good to see. I think we wanted to see that Tier 1 because it is maybe indicative that we might get to see Von's powerful Lend-Lease commander play in this game. Interestingly, we maybe see a little tribute to the commander that Barton played when he played up against Helping Hands and Korean Army, because we've got counterattack in there, which we've seen used very well. And also one that maybe attributes Jezelin. I don't know if you remember seeing Jezelin's game where he played defensive tactics.
Yeah, so we got two things that have the Dushka in, quite frankly. So we can expect to see it in this game because Von Ivan is going back to what Von Ivan knows best, and that is using one commander extremely well. He's so feared as a competitor with Lend-Lease or just with these machine guns that can set up immediately. And it's not because those things are OP. They are OP. It's because Von Ivan is an expert at making them not just OP, but quite frankly, unbeatable. He takes literally the Occam's razor, the simplest way, and he makes it the best way. And that's what Von Ivan's going back to doing here. Just quickly, Dan, for people tuning in, what did we see him do in that very first game?
Well, the first game we saw him insta-lock-in with partisan tactics, which we kind of thought maybe this is going to be, hey, you know, he's going to get those partisans out, he's going to disrupt Devem's sniper play. That wasn't it. Was he going to save it for a potential Tier 2, pop out the partisan anti-tank hunters? You know, we saw the 18 aids come up in time for Tier 2. I think it was probably that. But what we ended up seeing was the partisan tactics play very well against a supposed Tier 4, a very rushed Tier 4 from Devem. And we haven't even seen that commander in his loadout this game, which you know, I think is a fair decision, to be honest.
See the sharpshooter opening up with its very first kill. Scoped Kar 98 rifle finding its mark against a penal battalion. The MG suppressing said battalion and pushing them back. Von Ivan's going for a counter sniper though. This is not something Devem will be expecting.
No, this is I mean, he has opened up with the sniper already, so he's kind of given that game away. Devem's going to know the snipers on the field. This might affect Devem's build from here, because, you know, is he going to go heavily into those Grens? He knows he's going to be able to do very, very well at pushing off. But look at this decap here. He's given a really good strategic decap at the start of the game, which is going to be able to back up with a sniper and an MG, which looks like it's going to be suppressing in just a moment. Got the vision from the Grenadiers, and there goes the sniper off as well.
So two things have made Von Ivan so damn good. It's this MG build-based play with the penal battalions, but it's also the all-in vehicle rushes he's famous for. It's not sniper play. So this is him. He's trying very hard to beat Devem. He's trying to look for a masterstroke of genius that will allow him to do so. And it possibly not just relaxing into what Von Ivan knows and what Von Ivan knows how to play. And well, he knows how to play a lot of things, but how he knows how to play in a tournament level. You know what I mean? At the moment,
Devem, what?
What? How did that happen?
Well, the engineers giving sight there for the sniper, and Devem, I mean, I don't know if Devem maybe has clocked that the sniper is on the field. Maybe he just didn't register that that's where the shots were coming from, but Von was able to just walk up in the open and just counter-snipe.
Is Devem getting cocky? Is he getting complacent? Because I didn't even think it was a possibility. My camera wasn't on the motion, and DevM's now lost his sniper. We now know what he'll probably do, Dan, don't we, in tournaments? They'll probably build another one. But that's a big loss in the early game for DevM, and it came out of absolute nowhere. He's gotten sloppy, he's gotten complacent, and he's lost the crown glory of his army. And there we go, he's building another one immediately.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he needs those because they work very well. Look at that early mine from Von on the right-hand side, wiping a couple of models. This is Von playing very, very well here, knowing that's going to be recapped by DevM. But he's also taken the strategic cutoff here that's denying all resources on the map for DevM at the moment. Now, Von's got a decision here. Is he going to make sure that this strategic decap does not get, he does not get pushed off of it? But he's actually going to take this time to try and recap as much as he can of the left. So you've got a decision to make here, do you know what I mean? You've got a decision to make whether you're going to go for the lockdown or whether you're going to go for the decap. And I think it's going to influence that he feels he's had like not as many resources in the early game. He's going to try and claw those back now.
So DevM's lost a 360 manpower unit so far in this game, meaning that he's currently cut off. But of course, he did have Von Ivan cut off in the very early game. Von Ivan's territories were not connected. So in terms of territory control, it has been a roughly even affair. But Von Ivan's definitely had the better of the manpower situation, which is going to allow him to possibly build the next step a little bit sooner. Whether that next step is getting tier 3 up a little bit sooner. And DevM's going to be playing catch up for a while.
I wonder how he's going to make use of those resources in the early game. I mean, I suppose we might see him go up into Battle Phase 1 shortly to get something out from Tier 2. He's got a limited window where he's going to be able to push those penals away with any light vehicles, but harassment of the sniper, I think, will be key. We haven't seen him pick a commander that holds G43s yet, so it doesn't maybe at the moment look like he's going to be going for that rush for G43s and rush into the sniper.
No, I think DevM's in a situation where he wants to keep... Oh, we've got a Pioneer on low health there. SVT's pushing it away. He wants to keep mobile defense an option at all times, does DevM. He does rely on that Panic Puma button as an option, and it does use it to good effect, as we saw in that G1.
I think he's making it very, very difficult for DevM to get back on the field. The sniper's definitely going to do that because it's going to weaken any of the 4-man squads that come into that territory to try and get the recaps. What he's really got to be careful of is, of course, is when that sniper gets veteran C1, because we've all seen how quick DevM is with a double tap on the incendiary round. So he does need to be very, very careful of this.
Yeah, the Soviet scout sniper team does kill a grenadier on retreat there. The penal battalions weren't able to polish it off. Pioneers of the MP40s come in to rear their ugly head and possibly push the sniper team away. It does stay there, lying prone, gets a shot in, and gets away scot-free.
I think that was risky. That was relatively risky. We've got another well-placed mine here on that strategic point, making sure that DevM doesn't get the recap. It should get a couple of models here, which it does, taking it down to 1. Where is the sniper for the counter shot? Not quite in position, but it's a great idea from DevM. He's playing very, very well with the mines at the moment.
He is. He's playing well. He's gotten back into it nearly already. As soon as he gets his fuel, we can pretty much count him as being back into it, because he's also trying to get the central victory point as we speak. Although he did get pushed away by penal battalions yet again. There are 3 penal battalions on the field and 2 combat engineers, 1 with a minesweeper, and of course the sniper skit team. You can feel like DevM has caught up now, Dan, ever so barely.
Yeah, it does feel that way, although he is down on the resources, and Von may consider going for the second fuel. It looks like his penal battalions may be moving over there at the moment. But I actually maybe wonder about Von's priority here, because, is he going to go for the triple cap? Is he going to go and get those VPs as quick as he can? It seems like he's definitely come out of his shell a little bit in the game.
Yeah, he's come out of his shell. He was playing pretty well in that G2 at the start of it, to be honest. Oh! There you go with the sniper getting the double tap ability. The counter snipe comes in from the Wehrmacht sniper using the incendiary round and the normal ammunition to literally destroy that scout team. So now DevM is truly well and back into this game.
I mean, he had his sniper out in open cover. It's completely out in the open, and it was just the perfect opportunity for that. I mean, it's a good play by DevM. He's been waiting to get the sniper up. He knew exactly what he needed to do to counter that Soviet sniper, and made the very best of that. So this looks like DevM is now flipped right back onto the onto the productive position, and that looks like Devem there maybe blocking in the penal battalions with the models of his Grenadier, and he gets the incendiary as it goes off. That is cheeky.
That was beautiful. Play. The body block on retreat nearly took out with a satchel charge. They survived that, but they do not survive the G43, the sniper there, as it took it out with the incendiary round. And that penal battalion, that Stravniki, had a very bad day.
You only see that kind of pro stuff from them. You know, that was incredible, really, to actually to realize what was happening and get that final shot off. Beautiful.
Have Devem and Aimstrong been body blocking each other a lot in their scrims? Because we saw Aimstrong with an expert body block on the Central House of Famenville last week against Love Nest. Devem pulled out one, so clanmates there, pulling out a body block of really cool proportions to destroy that penal battalion. And that's what we're talking about with Devem's micro and tactical awareness. He just seems to. You can give him a turd sandwich and he'll make it into a 3-course meal.
Yeah, he just made the best of a very bad situation. Going into the sniper again, you know, we talked about how much manpower this is, you know, and he's been down on the resources. I mean, Von really had to. Von had to do something special to lose the territory that he's had. It's actually Von is going to go in with another sniper right now. Von's going in with another sniper. I mean, as if he has the manpower to do that. We haven't seen him jump in for the Dushkas. Probably knows that's going to be a bad idea now. But he's gone counter-attack tactics.
He was counter-attack tactics. He's going for Barton's strategy of the KV-1 heavy tank call-ins possibly, and the form of the Russia. It's an interesting one. I mean, he's going to need a Barton-esque ability to make big comebacks because he's 2-0 down in this series.
I think, yeah, it's one of those, it worked well. Like, we saw when Barton was using it, he was on the back foot. Like, he managed to use counterattack in a way that was constructive. We do see Mother Russia has just been called on. There's nothing on the field moving, though. I don't know why he's activated that ability. He's got nothing to get benefit.
If you look north, and this penal battalion's running really fast. They're going to be able to run really fast.
Excellent spend of 100 munitions there, but he's going to try and get the fuel decap. So maybe he's running in right now. Maybe he's doing this to try and negate resources. We can only assume he's trying to stop Devem from getting the steamroll of fuel that's going to end the game quickly. Like, he still wants to make sure that he gets that KV-1 on the field first.
Oh, he was like, oh, what does this button do? Not seen this before, Kappa Claus. Oh, look at them go. But yeah, this isn't a great situation for Von Ivan to find himself in. He did just get a nice sniping on the Grenadier. They do retreat almost instantly from Devem there. But you got to consider, Von Ivan's still got pretty good map control. Devem isn't dominating at the moment. Tier 3 is up for Von Ivan. He could get T70 out if he so wished. And of course, when he has got the CPs at the moment to start utilising the KV-1s.
I think the KV-1s would be the game changer here, because let's just have a look at Devem's teching. Like, he's just going into battle phase 2 now. So that ACP, like, if Von can get the KV-1 out on the field now, there's no AT. I mean, that can just roll up the field, and he has a chance to start getting things back in control. You've still got a lot of time before Devem has to build that after unlocking it. You know, he's still got to get a unit out from it. And of course, you know, he's also spending his resources. So KV-1 on the field right now, this is a good opportunity for Von, a very sensible decision for him to go for this, because this is the dominant unit on the field right now. We have to watch this very, very closely as to whether he's actually going to be able to, you know, get the maximum benefit out of this, because it's a game changing. This is it. Like, this is the game. If he doesn't make this work, you know.
No, the KV-1 is going to be awesome. This heavy tank lumbering onto the field right now has no natural counter on the field, just Panzerfaust and possible sentry rounds for the sniper. But seriously, this tank is uncountered, it's unmitigated, and it's going to be on the warpath to get Von Ivan into this game, into this series, and back into this tournament.
I think it's just forced Devem to go for the Puma. Mobile defense was just picked then. I wonder if he still had the battle phase 2. Yes, he did. He did get up to battle phase 2. So it's going to be KV-1 Puma here. And engagement-wise, let's just see how this goes, because there's no backup.
What is Von Ivan doing? He's gone in to take the bunker out. He's allowed himself to get flanked by the Puma. KV-1's great, only if its frontal armor's facing. He is able to, however, reverse out of there. And for now, he's going to be able to stay dominant in the center with that KV-1.
Grenadier on negative cover. Von gets the squad wipe, so that's a Grenadier down there. KV-1 looks like it's targeting the sniper. He's going in for it. Will he get it on the retreat?
Will get shot again by the Puma.
Be very careful how he plays this, because a Faust here could be lethal.
Faust could be absolutely devastating for Von Ivan's chance in this tournament. KV-1 lumbers out of there, 20 kilometers per hour, just about surviving.
I mean, he's trying to go for the killing blow. He's trying to be cutthroat about this in any way that he can. There he goes, don't turn to get the front armor on. But the Puma hasn't actually done a great deal here. This is a good opportunity for Von. This is where his multitasking is going to start coming out, because he's evened the field with DevM. If he can control more than one engagement, start wiping squads on the right and the left, and he's in a very good position.
Here's the sniper from DevM's 27 kills rather, 2 of them the Soviet Scout sniper team, and it's been creating all sorts of problems for Von Ivan. His sniper's not done much at all. He's got 5 kills. Of course, it's his second built sniper team. He had 4 snipers on the field so far in this game, but they're not the dominant talking point right now. It is definitely the Puma and the KV-1 heavy tank.
It is, yeah. We're thinking about how DevM is going to come around this at the moment. He has the Puma on the field, and I'm sure he's going to be getting good amounts of veterancy just from picking off shots, any penetrating shots that help. But he's also gone into his tier 3, and I find this interesting that DevM has skipped the tier 2 here, because a pack gun would be, you know, very, very good, especially as it's one of the things that Austere has that can deliver the stun shot, which will allow Puma a great opportunity to get around the back. The Stug isn't going to be able to do that. The Stug only turret locks. So if he is going for that as the counter, which is a good counter we saw, it's not going to have the same flexibility as something from tier 2.
I do not know why DevM has gifted Von Ivan a gilt-edged opportunity here by going for the Panic Puma mobile defense option. He has allowed Von Ivan into this, and not just a tactical front. As we just saw a big counter snipe go in. He was not able to follow up with the counter snipe, though. He did manage to be able to get behind the sight blocker, but he's not just getting back into this on a tactical front, but now in a big strategic way, because DevM has no big call-in heavy tanks. He's gotten tier 3 as well. So to be honest, the KV-1s, if they get en masse, they could cause serious problems, and we could actually see Von Ivan get into a really good situation here.
I'd be impressed to see him to get into a good situation, because he's turned it out of a very, very bad situation. Here comes the Faust from the Grenadiers there. It's not enough to give the engine damage. And it looks like Von, who's currently controlling 2 fuel points at the moment, plus the 3 VPs, which means those VPs are 165 for DevM at the moment. And a very, very strong position for Von. He's got to control that strategic cutoff in the center. He's got to make sure he's prepared for any attempts on the VPs, which he is, because he does have the demo charge on the left, and he's trying to stop DevM's minesweepers from getting there.
He's doing very well. Of course, there's also a demo charge on the southwest there. There are, however, pioneers around. You've got to point out as well, Von Ivan's only lost 6 victory points in this game. He's sitting in a very commanding position. DevM has not only just countered with regards to strategy, has also got time against him. So not just Von Ivan and his army against him. Time is not his friend at the moment.
No, it's not. He has to come up with something very, very quickly, and he hasn't got the fuel, the resource. I mean, after going tier 3 there, I mean, really, why build the tier 3? Maybe he could have gone for another Puma and made the best of the fact that one KV-1 is on the field. We don't really see anything in the way from AT from Von. He's only going to be relying on, sticky satchels from the penal battalions. So, you know, we don't see the PTRSs. Those Pumas could do huge damage, even still. Even if he went for another Puma now, he could probably still do huge damage if he avoided mines. Will we see that happen?
What is that penal battalion doing?
Probably trying to run in and satchel charge the medic bunker, I would imagine.
It would have worked if the MG wasn't settled in base, by the way. But it was an interesting concept, and Von Ivan's clearly getting highly aggressive. Demo was killed in the southwest by the pioneers, by the way, so that was mitigated. Second KV-1 on the field, Dan. So got nearly 100 tons of Soviet steel, Stalinium, on the field right now.
But he's given DevM an opportunity to come back into the game. How has he lost the control on the map he had? He's had so many opportunities to go in. Only really fighting against Grenadiers up to this point. We've got a Stug in the build, but it's a race for time as the 2 KV-1s go into the base. Puma's trying to get any penetrating shots it can, but Von is going to try and target that. Can DevM get out quick enough? He pops the smoke. This is intense on the micro. Puma's down.
Attack ran through the smoke. Puma was going to try and get between those two bunkers and get there to safety. But Von Ivan has got two big, colossal, heavyweight tanks in the base right now. And he's causing all kinds of problems for DevM. The Sturmgeschütz is about to hit, but it's going to be heavily outgunned. Well, not outgunned, but just outforced by the KV-1s that just decimated a Grenadier on retreat. Von Ivan's countered DevM decisively in this battle.
Yeah, that was a really nice decision to go that, and getting the two KV-1s out there in good time was absolutely essential to making this work. The Stug hits the field now, but it's going to have a pretty weird engagement as it tries to just avoid being flanked by these two KV-1s. It has to rely on its speed going backwards to just try and get out of the range, but the KV-1's penetrating from the front. The Stug goes down. I don't think DevM has any more options.
These Kliment Virashilov tanks are sitting in DevM's base. They made it all the way to Berlin, seemingly, and they're now destroying the support armor core, the only direct counter DevM has other than Pumas. Because once that's down, there is no tier 2 to build a Pack 40 and get that on the field. And Von Ivan, maybe, this isn't 3-0. This looks likely that Von Ivan's taking the third game. That should have been DevM's ticket to Leicester. This is Von Ivan saying, no, I'm not done yet. I'm the great white hope of the North American continent, and I'm going to make a match of this series.
Well, you got to say, when Von does win, he wins in style. He may even win by annihilation right now, as DevM is trying to get any VPs he possibly can while Von Ivan is preoccupied in the base. He's just trying to trickle down as much as he can so that Von doesn't get anywhere close to a 500 VP win. We could be seeing maybe, would this be the first annihilation in a competitive GCS game tournament?
I don't think DevM would allow that to happen, quite surely. And
He's
even
got
if
no choice.
By the way, he is going. I know he's going for the VPs as we speak. By the way, he's currently getting destroyed, but in the centre, he's definitely out of this now. And you might be right. He may have no choice.
I think we're going to see it. All he's got to do is clear this. DevM really, can't even retreat, because if he does, he knows he's going to lose those units. So he's going to hit the surrender button. Not going to let that annihilation come in. But wow, what a comeback from Von, and what a great decision to go for counter-attack. I think we possibly thought, what on earth has gone on there? But he actually very, very well calculated that. He knew that 8 CPs with the resources he had was going to get him that unit on the field first, and he made that work. That was a very, very good game from Von there.
He played damn well, and he did not use Lend-Lease yet. The thing that's made him so scary to other tournament players. He's not used it. He's gone for counter-attack, and he has countered DevM's strategies. DevM was preparing for Lend-Lease. Von Ivan's not used it once. Didn't work so well for him in G1, but now his micro's on form. He's clearly warmed up, and he's looking damn good.